Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Kurt and Cheryl, broadcasting live from the 9 Mile Swamp in beautiful Studio B in Lionsville, New York. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. We really are grateful. If you're tuned in, we're really grateful. And for those of you who tuned in later, watch it another time on my Facebook page, Kurt Henry. We thank you now for that. So we're going to start out with a song for the summer. This is a song that I started with, I think, with the Hudson River. Right on the water, right on the waves, cool summer evenings, warm sunny days, you in my memory, you here with me, one and one make true, wait and see. Full moon cast shadows, way cold out of sight. Love is the answer, we get so right. You in my memory, you here with me, one and one make true, wait and see. End of the cold days, summer at last. Love is the answer, time goes so fast. End of the cold days, summer at last. Love is the answer, time goes so fast. We're back in motion, racing the night, out of the shadows, into moonlight. You in my memory, you here with me, one and one make true, wait and see, wait and see, wait and see.
Summary song.
Summary song. So the next song we're going to do for you is called William's Guitar, and people frequently ask me, who is William? Who is William? Was he a famous socialist or a famous hero of the working class? But William is a composite. William was born on the day that Cheryl and I visited John Burroughs's
Riverby
house, and behind the house there's a little cabin which is called
The Bark Study.
the Bark Study. And in the Bark Study, we walked in and we saw all of Burroughs's, maybe his last fire, ashes in the fireplace, and all the books still open, and we were amazed. But having said all of that, it's also true that John Burroughs was somewhat of a suck up to the rich, so we didn't want to make it just about John Burroughs, but about his nature thing, and we added William Morris to that, who's a socialist. famous 19th century socialist. We threw in a little bit of Pete Seeger, and a little bit of my late friend John Harold. And then to end the song off, we threw in the guy who I've used as a guitar tech for many years, and people know him as a guitar tech. His name is Ed Diehl, and Ed died not too long ago. But although he was famous as a guitar repairman, I used to go into his shop and see the Judy Collins guitars and the Joni Mitchell guitars and the Peter, Paul, and Mary guitars being repaired. He was an amazing jazz guitar player, but he was a very troubled person, and it sometimes made his performing difficult. But if you had had the opportunity to see Ed Diehl play, you would have heard, I think, the Hudson Valley's finest guitarist, originally a New York City guy. But I like to read, before I do Williams guitar, I'd like to read a poem that I wrote in memory of Ed.
I was going to mention the CD.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Cheryl, show him Ed's CD.
Here's Eddie Diehl with Hank Jones, and it's called, well, Here It Is, because finally he did make a CD.
People waited decades for this CD, so I believe you can get it on iTunes. This is called Ed Diehl. Shy in his armor, polyester shirt, casual slacks, boy-like smile. He leans on the well-handled ancient halberd, ready for that right that calls again sweet, silky nights. The silky nights, sparring without guile, and gives me the seal of the day. He throws his arm at my shoulder like a rope you might have to throw to a steadfast friend at the dock when the tide is swiftly ebbing and the wind is howling in your ears. He does the same with 4 or 5 old friends that have come again to watch and hear the soft placement of note on space. The sound of hands on steel and wood creates a calm, and we fall back to wonder at the round beauty of the tone. And we marvel as his left hand hovers, never anchored to position. And though there is memory, there is as well the chain between his hand and his mind. And the right hand, too, seems too loose to carry the import of his genius. No winds howl in his ear on the sunny isle of D'Angelico. Once, in a small Rosendale bar, my late friend, Steve Berg, leaned to whisper in my ear, "This is a real guitar player." And so, if you, my younger friend, could tack against wind and ebbing tide, and from the past, a time shard steal, and spend it hearing Eddie Diehl, you'd know what's show and what is real. He was the real deal, was Ed Diehl. It no longer sounds so good, and when I hold it, there are times when I can see him. The frets are worn, there's no finish on the wood. His hands are stained from the indigo and madder roots and walnuts, welled yellow, shell and cochineal, never cold top, never analyzed for color. His tapestries, short freemen in their fields. He built his cabin about a mile from the highway. He wove his hangings, made birds of wood, clay, and stone. He built this guitar, then he took it down that highway. He sang of love, though he mostly sang alone. He toured the towns with their rivers fouled by factories. He sang out loud to the women who labored about the dead man and their coal mines. His voice rang clear through the hollers and the hills. This guitar belonged to my friend William. This guitar, it no longer sounds so good. And when I hold it, there are times when I can see him. The frets are worn, there's no finish on the wood. He sang us songs about the bitter fruit of violence. He sang us songs about his love that never died. And we heard him. I think we were the truly privileged. We heard his message. Working people, we will rise. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna put it in the hands of Eddie Diehl. Help fill the cracks, change the frets and fix the action. We'll bring it back to the forests and the fields. This guitar belonged to my friend William. This guitar, it no longer sounds so good. When I hold it, there are times when I can't see him. The frets are worn, there's no finish on the wood.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Did you know Lynn Porter is one of our guests?
Hi, Lynn. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.
And Marjorie next door. And Marjorie, we have your artwork right up here. If you have to aim right. Thank you.
So we're going to do a song by Norman Blake. This is called Muddy Water, Mississippi Delta Home. Miles from the Bethel yard on the reverse curve on down, not far south of the town depot. Sullivan's shack is found back on higher ground. You could see him every day just walking down the line with his old brown sack across his back and his long hair down behind, speaking his worried mind. It's a long way to the Delta from the North Georgia hill, and a tote sack full of ginseng won't be no traveling mill. I'm too old to ride the rails or thumb the road alone. I guess I'll never make it back to home. My muddy water, Mississippi Delta home. Here much too cold and the damp air makes me ill. You can't ignore what's on the mountainside when the ground grows hard and still. You gotta stay at the foot of the hill. Maybe next summer things will get better and the company will pay higher, and I'll make enough money to pay my bills and I'll leave these mountains behind. Then he said with a sigh, it's a long way to the Delta from the North Georgia hill, and a tote sack full of ginseng won't be no traveling mill. Delta home. It's a long way to the Delta from the North Georgia hill, and a tote sack full of ginseng won't be no traveling bill. I'm too old to ride the rails, too fun to roll alone. I guess I'll never make it back to home. My money water Mississippi Delta home. My money water Mississippi Delta home. My money water Mississippi Delta home. Norman Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this next one is an old Wombler song, and Lynn, you're here. I played with many years with Lynn's brother Felix, who was the finest organist I ever worked with. And this is called The Best I Can Do, and I did in fact play this with Felix. That's your name for me. You say our love is fate's decree, but me, I see the snow fall through the trees. I've gotta drive on soon before the roadways freeze. You say you want me to be there. You say I answered all your prayers. Well, I turn my eyes while you just stare at the incarnation of your misplaced cares. And you say you need me. I guess I need you too. Babe, believe me, it's the best that I can do. Hey, you can laugh at such an aged child. You can cry for all his thoughts grown wild, but just don't judge him, cause this ain't no trial. Though he'll take an oath to return some wine, I'll be true to me before I'm true to you. I've heard 1,000 judgments, I'm confused. I've got 1,000 proverbs I can't use. I've got so many roads I just can't choose. And you say you need me. I guess I need you too. Babe, believe me, it's the best that I can do. And you say you need me. I guess I need you too. Babe, believe me, it's the best that I can do. I'll be there beside you soon. Leave your curtains drawn in the full of the moon in its silvery light. I can read the rooms. You can cast your spell into the afternoon. Though the snow falls heavy and makes no sound, it covers houses and it covers grounds, reflects all colors and it knows no bounds. It won't be long till it all melts down. You say you need me. I guess I need you too. Babe, believe me, it's the best that I can do. It's the best that I can do.
And now for something different. And this really does, bringing this next guitar up, Kurt, really does make me miss playing with Eric Parker, who drums with us, and Alan Groth, who's our bassist. But someday, soon. And if you probably all know everybody, I think I see everybody we know up there. Vincent, Sal, hi. Michael, thanks for joining us. Our website, dognoseband.com, and that's dogknows, Knows, because you can never get anything over on your dog. Your dog always knows. You can check us out there if you want to learn more about us. Okay.
This is called Whatever Happened.
Distant website. Well, tell them about the CD.
About this, I did tell them about the website, but the
Okay.
CD, yes. So you probably know this already, but in case you don't, if you go to our website, you can find our dog nose CD called Catskill Dogs. And if you purchase the physical CD, we donate the profits and then some to local food pantries. So if you want to help out with that, that would be terrific.
And if you've already gotten your copy of Catskill Dogs by Dog Nose, and by the way, Nose is Knows, Dog Nose.
I did that
You
one
did that,
already.
huh?
If you've already gotten that and you want to hear some of our other records, several of the songs we've been playing are also from previous records. One we were called the Kurt Henry Band, which the eponymous name I got very tired of. But you can also find those records on on iTunes. So thank you so much, and we so appreciate your listening tonight. It's a real pleasure and honor to be playing for you in your homes, no less, and from our home, right in the middle of the 9 Mile Swamp. Ooh. This is called Circle and Line, and this song, I wrote this song not too long after I read a book by Bruce Chatwin called The Song Lines.
I think it's on the shelf.
It's on the shelf, yeah. It's under the seas. And the Song Lines is a song about Aborigines in Australia, and how there were traditional paths they would follow at certain times of the year. For example, if they wanted to find a certain thing that was growing wild at a certain time of year, they had a song, and the song was the key of how to get there. And so the songs represented lines on the surface of Australia, and they also served as a whole system of maps, so that people could find their way around to find it when they were nomadic, to find different things. It's a fascinating book, and the song really has not a lot to do with that, but the imagery of the song being a direction is really stuck with me. This is called Circle and Line. You choose some direction, follow a sound. The wind's intention may turn you around. Maybe you need some time to be free. What is freedom? Come show it to me. You turn around, and here this time you turn around. straight through the seasons that turn us around. Go follow a song line, a beacon of sound. Try to remember a song of a friend. A circle's forever, a line always ends. You choose some direction, follow a sound. The wind's intention, they turn you around. Maybe you need some time to be free. What is freedom? Come show it to me. You turn around, I'm here this time. You turn around, and I'm gone. I'll turn down some line and walk that line alone.
Hi, Janice. Thanks for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much.
And Brian Knapp is watching too.
Yeah, it's been our pleasure playing for you tonight. We'll see you next Thursday with a batch of new songs, we hope. Maybe we'll repeat a couple. And we thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.